Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the provision under section 194Q which requires us to deduct TDS on purchase of goods. This section is applicable on us if our turnover in the immediately preceding financial year exceeds Rs 10 crores and if we have purchased from a single supplier who is resident in India in one financial year goods of value exceeding 50 lakh rupees. This section shall come into effect from 1st July 2021. So let us see how to go about this on Teleprime. To enable the section, we need to change some details in our company features. For that, either we can press F11 or we can select this option from company. I'm going to insert some random details for GST and TDS to show you how to go about this section. So here I'm going to put some random GST number. I'm not concerned with the e-way bill applicability, so I'm going to put it as no. I'm going to put my TAN details here, which is again going to be a random number. The deductor type I'm going to select as individual or HUF. You can select as applicable to you. Make sure you fill these details as per your TAN registration number here. Ignore IT exemption limit for TDS deduction. Set it as yes. Activate TDS for stock items. Keep it as no. Provide surcharge and cess details. Keep this one also as no. So I'm done with all the settings that I had to do to explain the entries. Now I need to create some ledgers to enable us to pass entries. First, I need to create a statutory master under TDS nature of payments. Here I'm going to introduce the new section TDS on purchase of goods. The section is 194Q. As per notification dated 8th June, the payment code shall be 94Q. Transporter category no, software category no, relaxation rate of TDS kept as no. The rate under this section shall be 0.1% for suppliers who have furnished their PAN and shall be 5% for suppliers who haven't furnished their PAN. The threshold limit shall be 50 lakhs as discussed in the start of the video. Now we need to create some other ledgers to enable us to record the entries. First, let us create the suppliers ledger. Let's name the supplier as supply itself, group it under as sundry creditors. Maintain balance bill by bill. Please select this option as yes. TDS deductible yes. I'm going to put the deductee type as individual HUF resident. Please understand that this section is not applicable on non-resident, so make sure you select the individual or HUF as resident only. Deduct TDS in same voucher. Select this as yes. Select the TDS on purchase of goods on this menu. Use advanced TDS entries. Keep it as no. Put your supplier details here, like its PIN code. I'm going to put a random number. Make sure you insert the PAN number of your supplier in this master, and otherwise it will deduct TDS at the rate of 5%. So I'm going to put a random PAN here. Enter the GST number of the supplier, which is again going to be random. Now we need to create the GST ledgers. For that, I'm going to first create the CGST ledger, group it under duties and taxes. Select the category as GST, central tax. Here it is very important to note that there is no clarification provided by the government if the TDS has to be deducted inclusive of GST or exclusive of GST. So to be on the safer side, let us calculate the TDS on inclusive of GST and let us include TDS calculations for GST ledgers also. So we're going to put it as applicable, TDS on purchase of goods. Similarly, we are going to create this SGST ledger, state tax, TDS shall be applicable, TDS on purchase of goods. Now we need to create the TDS ledger 194Q TDS on purchase of goods. Group it under TDS on purchase of goods. Maintain balance bill by bill. Please select this option as no. Next thing that we need to create is a bank ledger. SBI bank account. Group it under bank accounts. Make sure you insert all your details correctly here. Next thing that we need to do is create a purchase ledger. So purchase of goods, group it under purchases. Type of ledger shall be not applicable. GST shall be applicable. There's no need to make any changes here. Type of supply shall be goods, since this section is only applicable on goods. Is TDS applicable? Yes. I beg your pardon. Applicable. TDS on purchase of goods. We're done with creating ledgers. Now we need to create a stock item to use it for passing our entries. So let me enter the stock item as stock name as goods, since this section is only applicable on goods. I'm repeating again and again. Creating a stock unit as pieces. I'm going to enter the GST details for same, naming it as goods, HSN details, random number. Taxability should be taxable, and let us assume the GST rate is 18% on sale. Goods. So now we are almost ready with everything that we need to record the entries. Now there shall be two types of entries that I'll be showing you. One where purchase invoices have been recorded and then we deduct TDS on the ledger of the supplier. The other method under which we will deduct TDS while recording the purchase entry or the advance payment entry itself. So let us start with the method 1. I'll go to vouchers. Since this section is applicable from 1st July 2021, I'm going to change the voucher date as 01/07/2021. I'm going to go to purchase voucher. Either you can press F9 or you can select this option from here. Let the supply invoice number be 1, date be same, party account we can select the supplier. All the supply details are here. Now we select our goods. The quantity to be purchased, let it be 10,000 at the rate of 600 per unit. Now you can see the amount is 60 lakhs. As I've discussed earlier, the threshold for this section is 50 lakh rupees. So you need to understand that for the first time when the supplier crosses the limit of 50 lakhs, you need to modify the tax details in the assessment amount as I'll show you. So here we can select purchase of goods, TDS on purchase of goods. So here assessable value should be 10 lakhs only, since this is the first time the supplier is crossing 50 lakh rupees. So this should be 10 lakh. Now I'm going to put my CGST ledgers, TDS, and here the accessible value should be same. Sorry, SGST ledgers also. Keep it as same. New reference, no issues. So here this error is showing because I've changed the assessment amount of my goods unit from 60 lakhs to 10 lakhs. I'll record another entry where this error will not appear. So let us override this by pressing O. Again, I'm going to pass another entry on 2nd July 2021. Supply invoice number be 2, date same. Select the supplier. Again, I purchase goods. Now I purchase 5,000 quantity of at the rate of 600 per unit. So now you can see purchase of goods is 30 lakhs. This time I'm not going to change the accessible value since I've already crossed 50 lakhs in my previous transactions. So let it be 30 lakh itself. Here I'm going to select CGST, SGST. These accessible values should be same. I'm going to record this entry. Now you'll see there will be no error that will prompt. So these two entries have been recorded. Now let us see the effect of these two entries in our reports, TDS reports. So for that we'll go to display more reports. We'll go to statutory reports, TDS reports. Form 26Q shall be the form that will be applicable for this section. Here you can see TDS deductible, there is an amount of 5620, but there is no amount on TDS deducted since we have not used the TDS ledger as of yet. Now there is a shortcut to directly deduct the TDS in parties ledger from this report itself. So let me show you how this is to be done. We can press Alt J or TDS deduction from this menu, and it will ask us till which date. Since our past entry is only till 2nd July, I'm going to use this. If there are numerous parties, all the parties' name will be shown here. Suppliers, nature of payment, tax TDS on purchase of goods, duty ledger 9194Q. So here you can see I've already automatically been taken to the journal voucher where voucher-wise details or voucher-wise TDS deduction has been done, and a total amount of 5620 has been deducted from the ledger of supplier. So I did not have to put any effort in passing this entry. So this will ask you against the reference number. Since my first invoice was of 70,80,000, where I had deducted 50 lakhs, and and the 20,80,000 1% TDS has been deducted as 2080. So automatic referencing has also come here, which has made my work very easy. So now you can see the tax deductible and tax deducted are matching. So this is how we are going to pass the TDS entries also. Now let us take an example where we make an advance payment to our supplier and then he issues an invoice to us. For that, let me take you to voucher again. Let me take you to payment voucher. You can press F5 or select this option here. Select your SBI bank account or whichever bank account you operate. Now I'm going to select parties ledger here. You will select a new reference called ADV001, and the amount you can select as 4 lakh rupees. So see, now I'm going to put here TDS entry, since TDS is applicable at the time of credit or payment, whichever is earlier. So since I'm making an advance payment, I need to deduct TDS while making payment itself. So if you see, it will automatically calculate the 0.1% amount that needs to be deducted, and it will only pay 3,99,600 to the supplier, deducting TDS 400 rupees. So let us record this entry. Now we're going to suppose an invoice comes from the party against this advance amount. So let us record the entry for that invoice. We can go to purchase voucher. Date can be 03/07/2021. Supplier's invoice number shall be 3. Supplier ledger. The payment that we made was of 4 lakh, but now suppose the supplier has issued us an invoice for the amount of rupees 9 lakh. So how we are going to adjust the advance against this 9 lakh amount, and also the TDS amount has to be adjusted. So let us see how to go about it. So I'm going to suppose there is a purchase of 1500 quantity at the rate of 600. The total amount is 9 lakh. Remember, our advance amount was of 4 lakh rupees. Purchase of goods. Keep the assessable value as 9 lakh itself. Now we're going to select our GST ledgers as GST ledgers. Right. So now when I put here as TDS 194Q, it will ask me whether I want to adjust the advance amount under this TDS payment. So I would select this as yes. It will ask me against reference number, the payment reference number 4 lakh rupees, and then I can select the new reference number for this. To explain you the calculation, once again I'll just go about it again for you. So the total invoice value is 10,62,000 here. Remember, 10,62,000, and if we deduct 4 lakh from here, it becomes 6,62,000. So I need to deduct TDS on 6,62,000 again on this invoice, despite the invoice total being 10,62,000. So let us see how to do it. Again, I select the ledger TDS on purchase of goods. I'll adjust the advance amount under TDS against reference payment. New reference 6,62,000. So as I explained you, the TDS has been deducted on 6,62,000 only for 0.1%, which comes to 662 rupees. So new reference has been created. We can save this entry. So this is how TDS can be deducted on voucher itself for your advance payment, and also again, adjusting it against the purchase invoice that has come against the advance payment. Now let us see enter the how can we make the payment for our TDS on 7th of next month. So I'll go to display more reports. I'll go to statutory reports, TDS reports, form 26Q. Here I can see I've deducted 6,682 amount of TDS from my suppliers. Similarly, if I go to my balance sheet, if I go current liabilities, duties and taxes, and 194Q TDS, here I have a liability of 6682 rupees, which I need to deposit to the government on the before 7th of next month, which is 7th of August for the month of July. So let me record a payment entry for the same. I'll go to vouchers. Here I'll select payment by selecting F5 or an option from here. I'll select my bank account SBI. Now there is an option to autofill by pressing Ctrl F, or an option from here, autofill. So here he will ask me whether it is a stat payment, which is statutory payment. I'll select it as yes. He'll ask me with GST or TDS. I'll select it as TDS. Period from 1st July to 30th. Sorry, here it's 1st July 01/07/2021 to 31/07/2021. Deducted till date 31/07/2021. I understand why it's asking me this error, because I've not changed the voucher date here. Let us put it as 7th August 2021. Remember, you have to deposit TDS before 7th of the next month for the previous month. So I'm going to select autofill again, stat payment. Here it's again coming 1st July to 31st July and deducted till 31st July. Section 194Q, TDS on purchase of goods, deductive status, all items, residential status residence, cash and bank, State Bank of India. So here you can see I've just selected some few options, and all the details of each party TDS or each invoice wise TDS has come here, as you can all see from this narration box, and the total amount of 6682 has automatically pop up here. All I need to do is save this entry. So now if you go back to your balance sheet, current liabilities, duties and taxes, so there is no more TDS liability that is opening. Same has been So the same was credited once, and now it has been debited with the bank on August. Similarly, if you go to our TDS report, display more reports, statutory reports, TDS reports, form 26Q. Right. So the bank details will come here as bank details won't come here unless you fill all the details of check number. Suppose check number is 12345. Check date is 7th August 2021. PSR code is 1234567. Challan number shall be 12345. Date shall be 07/08/2021. Yeah. So now you can see paid amount is coming 6682, and my total liability was also 6682. So this is how we're going to record our TDS entries for the section of section 194Q. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and in case of any query you can contact me. Thank you so much.